In the previous video, I talked about how you can find the course modules and then also how you can find your group area and how to start a new forum and why that was important, because you'll need to do so in order to exchange your worksheet, your first worksheet, for peer review. So in this second video of this very brief series, I'm going to talk about worksheet 1 because again there are some areas of confusion that I hope to clear up. First of all, I'd like to show you where you can find instructions, and this was described in the module, but it appears that not all people have understood that, or maybe they didn't know to open the module, so did not find that. But it's important to be able to know where to find instructions for assignments. And in order to do that, you'll need to go in the course menu under Assignments. And there's a number of things to look at here. In fact, I recommend that you take your time to review the content under Assignments and also tips and tricks, because these can really help you in the process. But for now, I'm going to scroll down to show you where you'll find under Assignments and Worksheets the Search Worksheet series. This is where you want to be. So go ahead and click to open this. And here's that cooperation contract that you need to learn, or excuse me, need to review and agree to, again in your work area, followed by the actual worksheet itself. And right here is a separate worksheet with instructions. So you definitely need to open this, and in fact I recommend strongly that you open it and print it out so that you can work directly from that as you are working through your worksheet. For the worksheet itself, what you want to do is go ahead and open it and then save it and rename it correctly. For instructions on how to rename your file, please see Assignments, also same section, and I'll go up there for just a second. Go to Assignments and then General Assignment Guidelines. And here you will find more information and right here you will find instructions on how to format your documents, like the worksheet, or excuse me, like the supermarket essay, and about naming your files. Essentially, file naming is important because it helps me to identify what class you're in, your name, and if it's a peer review document, who did the peer review, and what, in fact, what the assignment is. So that's kind of a basic need for me. I deal with a lot of student documents, so I really need you to do that. Let's go back to Assignments, and again to the Search Worksheet area, and open that up. Okay. Now something that I want to make clear here, first of all, that you should be able to see the deadlines for the dates of the worksheet series in the calendar. Ted has taken the time to put them all in the course calendar. You'll find the course calendar over here to the left. When you go there, you will see all the deadline dates for the peer review and the final version and so forth. Now, what I said also below here is if you look at this, it says for each of the worksheets you'll be using the same question and the same database in order to ensure your focus is on the techniques you'll try out. I've actually provided the question and the database, that is ERIC First Search. You are not needing to come up with your own question or your own database. Please use the question about the differences between how boys and girls learn to read as your test question. That way you get to focus on technique rather than puzzling about what would be a good question and sort of casting about a bit lost. Don't need that to happen. When you get done with your first draft, as you should be doing by tomorrow at 2 p.m., you will need to go to your group area to post your draft. You'll post it there and let your partner know that it's been posted so that they can go ahead and look at it and review it. But the second place that you will post it is actually here in this section. Notice that there's examples here, by the way, and a sample search and more instructions. Okay, exactly how you do it. Okay, right here, search worksheet 1 links, open that, and you will submit, in addition to submitting your draft in your work area, your group area, you will also submit it here under search worksheet 1 draft. So you will attach it there. This is so that I can make sure that people are on track date-wise, getting their things in on time. Notice that there's also a link here for the peer review. Now, as I've said, you'll have somebody looking at your work, but you'll also be looking at somebody else's. When you look at somebody else's, you'll be making comments on their document. And the document with your comments, you'll save using a new file name, peer review, and your name. Make sure that you've got the person's name who did the worksheet in the first place and your own name. Rename it with peer review and then submit it through this link here. This is actually, it gets a few points depending on whether it's submitted in a timely fashion and the kind of time that you have spent in consideration in reviewing it. You'll get that review from your partner, and you've got some few days to look at what they suggest as a change or an improvement. Make those changes if you think they're needed. Finalize your document and rename it using your last name and the word final, and you submit the final version here. So what gets posted in your group area is the draft and your partner's peer review. What gets posted to these links here is the draft, the peer review, and your final version. So all three of those get submitted through these links right here. But only 2 of these are posted in your peer review area. So you will need to agree with one of your group members to review one another's work. This needs to be done by contacting your group members in your group area, but you'll also need to check your TW email every single day. It's actually an important contact point for online learning. Your group members may be trying to reach you. In fact, I've already gotten several emails from people who are getting a little frantic and are not hearing back from their group partners. I suspect that is because people are a little confused about how to find their group areas and may not even be opening their module. So that's why I made these videos to try to help you get unconfused. If you are, you may not even know that you are, but hopefully this will help. Thank you. And once again, please don't hesitate to ask Ted or I questions that you may have. And don't forget that there's a Q&A section on the main course discussion board for questions you think other people may have as well. That's it. Now, good luck.